Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be talking about the T57, pretty much a T57, but at tier 8 in my opinion, visually and in terms of gameplay. I mean, the armor profile is quite similar. The T77 is going to be a little bit better than the T57, especially in terms of the turret armor. But apart from that, I really wouldn't say that the T77 really holds a shot. Now, it will bounce a little bit more than the T57, but by no means is this tank going to be strong when it comes to the armor profile. What does this tank have? It has a very interesting gun, and that's pretty much it, right? The best thing about this tank is, of course, the fact that you get a 2-shot burst, and of course the burst damage is 760, so you might be able to get around 800, right? Because one shot is 380, and so if you do get a little bit more than average, you might be able to do 800. And keep this in mind, in a very short amount of time, which is just 2.5 seconds. So in 2.5 seconds, you could do potentially 800, plus minus 760, right? Statistically. So in terms of that, that's all you have, because the gun handling is really going to be, pretty mediocre. I'm not going to say it's bad, but I'm not going to say it's the best by far, right? Because for a tank that is quote unquote a drum, I wouldn't say that the gun handling is very, very good. Because if you look at the T57 Heavy, for example, you have very good gun handling. But here, your gun handling is not going to be as good as it should be, in my opinion. Now, what else does this tank have? The DPM is not that great, 2100. The penetration is also pretty okay. Now, none of these stats are horrible by itself. It's just that this tank doesn't necessarily have a lot going for it, even though it's a very strong tank. I really don't understand how it works, because the tank is very strong, but none of the stats are very good, apart from the fact that you get a burst damage of almost 800. So I guess that's the most, OP sort of strong thing about this tank, simply the fact that you get very high burst damage. I guess that's what makes the tank very good, because apart from that, the mobility is also not that amazing. You get 35 kilometers forward, which is again not the highest. Backward you get 18, which is pretty good, but then again, it's not really a deal breaker. You do get some pretty okay effective horsepower per ton, but I wouldn't say the mobility is the greatest. I definitely wouldn't say the gun handling is the greatest, nor is the armor profile the greatest. So what does this tank really have? I'm really not sure, apart from the burst, but it's a very fun tank to play, and you can rack up a lot of damage in this thing, and that is legit. You can rack up a lot of damage, 2500 plus, relatively easily in this tank. It's a very fun tank to play, and I do enjoy it. So tell me in the comment section below what you guys think about this, and with that, Happy is out, and I'll definitely see you guys next time. Bye-bye.